So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here. Howson cuts it out. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that is as far as they're going to go. And that is a little undercooked. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Porto with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Bullet. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Can he latch on to this? And he welcomes it in. Fire shapes to shoot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now, can they get him away? Porto do have a chance to counter here. Looking to play him in. Well read, and the danger is averted. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. That pass has been well intercepted. Nicely shaped ball. And the counter is on. Bullet plays a sharp little ball here. Pirlo is the team's great visionary.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Nicely weighted ball. Now that looks a decent ball. Costa Curta. Seedorf might just make this. It's a pretty loose pass. Now he's got space here. Thinks about the shot. Goes for a shot!
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Bullet. Now it's Cruyff, and this is Van Basten. Pirlo, 15 minutes till half-time. And back to the goalkeeper. And it's Davids. Seedorf. And here's Van Basten. It's Van Basten! Goal, the Netherlands! And it's the Netherlands who take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
The Netherlands have broken through. It's 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
The Netherlands are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. And this is Hullet. Oh, that's a shot at goal! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Just 5 minutes left until the break. Now it's Inzaghi. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Rijkaard has got himself a free kick. De Jong. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. He's being urged to shoot. Now he's off and running. Koeman cuts out the pass. Pirlo. And here's Hullet. Can he get it through? Ah, that's a fine interception. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
The Netherlands are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And the game has already resumed here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Searching pass he's played there. Davids aimed beyond the defence. And this is Cruyff! And he's quick to get it clear again. Brilliantly cut out. Pirlo. It's Belletti. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Eto'o. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Can he finish? Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Costa Curta. The Netherlands are still that goal to the good. Oh, that's ambitious. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
No, that's been intercepted. Inzaghi chasing after it.
Filippo Inzaghi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely monitored.
Shot, surely! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Donadoni really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Pirlo with the short one. And it's made its way. Tries a shot! Decent enough try.
Donadoni has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Donadoni, well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Distributed tidily. Pings in across. Pirlo.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Van Basten. is on his own. Oh, shooting chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Terrific header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Rijkaard attempts a clearance. Looking for the run. Shoots! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. Porto are looking to go forward now. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot.
Decent chance! It's there! Do not write them off! Back they come! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Porto grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And here's Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Threads one in. Howson gets good distance on it. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Inzaghi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Oh, well measured.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Eto'o. De Jong.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Cruyff. Looking for options for movement. And it's Davids. Hullet. Hullet showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Vamos ter 3 minutos de compensação.
That's a cute ball. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Knocks it into space. Donatoni. Ambitious ball here. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Decent game of football that, intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game, but the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Now it's Eto'o. That's really well manoeuvred. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking to play him in. It's Eto'o! Sensational from Eto'o!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
The Netherlands finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Inzaghi. Searching pass he's played there. Chance for a shot! Sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Things starting to look... Shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's following up! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Davids has it out wide and in space. He's found the way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pass somewhat off target. Van Basten. And this is Hullet. Hullet! They've got to be quick to... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Has another go. Decent enough try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Now it's Eto'o. Played back towards his own goal.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Well read, and the danger is averted. It's Pirlo! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame. The Netherlands are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Cruyff. De Jong. It's a pretty loose pass. Now Seedorf. And it's Van Basten. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. And here's Eto'o. No, not quite on the same wavelength. More and more pressure on the ball here. Seedorf. De Jong. That's a sharp pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Van Basten.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. He is through here. Thinks about... He's having a shot! Davids.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And here's Van Basten. And he's well positioned here. The Netherlands are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Knocks it into space. Has a look and plays it forward. And here's Cruyff. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Eto'o. Costa Curta. Threads one in. Now it's Inzaghi. Inzaghi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's come to nothing. Nicely weighted ball. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. But there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Good take, and is he in? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Seedorf, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cruyff. Davids. He's a sharp little ball here. The Netherlands have reclaimed it. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Eto'o. That is good alertness.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Cruyff. Hullet. Porto needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
That's a good foot in there.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Defending was strong and firm. Costa Curta. Nicely shaped ball. Seedorf. Davids. And that could set him on his way. And this is Hullet. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And they've been given a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, what a climb! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
The Netherlands have their second corner now. Keeper's dealt with that. And here's Hullet. Rijkaard. Oh, decent chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And that has been cleared. Porto have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Cruyff. Van Basten! And it's in! Just one goal in it now! Game on! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Now it's Cruyff. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Pirlo is always looking to break lines. Tries to play it through. And that was very necessary.
Substituição para o Porto. Número 21. Abandona o relvado e vai entrar com
And it's Cruyff.
número 14.
The Netherlands really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And here's Inzaghi. He can run onto that. And the finish! Well, now it's a race for... Oh, what? In he goes again! He should have put that one away.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
That's a shade optimistic. Seedorf. The Netherlands must do something here, and very quickly.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now he's off and running. Davids, and here's the chance to counter. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now, can they get him away? Can he get it through? Lovely, now then.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Pirlo. Bellingham. Aims beyond the defence.
Foram indicados 2
Seedorf.
minutos de compensação.
Knocks it out wide. Now the ball in. De Jong. And it's De Jong. And the counter is on. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Substituição para o Porto. Número 8. Seedorf. Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar com...
And we're done. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Porto have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
And this is Van Basten. Oh, that was vital. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Now it's Van Basten. The Netherlands looking to pass their way through. Now it's Van Basten. Reinders. Oh, good-looking ball. Now that's well seen too. Ambitious ball here. Van Dijk cuts it out. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back.
Shot, surely! Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Eto'o. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, just the goalkeeper to beat. Van der Ven gets good distance on it. Reinders wins the duel this time. Threads one in. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Great vision. And he's intervened well there. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Van Basten tries a shot! Goal, the Netherlands!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Oh, terrible pass, and the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Eto'o actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Porto with the corner, they're first. The Netherlands are looking to go forward now. And a chance! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
And that has put paid to that. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Porto clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Van Basten! Van Basten! My word, this guy is special! About as smooth as it gets. And they're at it again in double quick time. He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
The Netherlands are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Nicely shaped ball. Nice interception, well timed. Van Basten could complete a hat-trick here, Jim. What do you reckon?
Well, I think he's got every chance, and he's got plenty of time too to get his third.
A drive! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react.
Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
He's got tall. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. The Netherlands presented with a golden opportunity here. Casillas, in the context of the game, he must save it. And Iker Casillas somehow saves it. Golden opportunity wasted.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Punched away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Costa Curta. Inzaghi is onto it in a flash. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Koeman. Seedorf. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, delicate chip through. Chance for a shot! Reinders. A probing pass. Seedorf. Looking for options for movement. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
The Netherlands, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half. But shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So is this the start of a comeback? That's been slipped through. Inzaghi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's cut it out. Pirlo. Reinders is the team's great visionary. And it's Seedorf. Tries to dink it. Takes a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he has kicked it out somehow.
Eto'o clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. The Netherlands have the chance to go the other way. Searching pass he's played there. Seedorf. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Porto appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Pirlo tries to pass it through, and this is Inzaghi. Inzaghi! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Porto have their third corner. Pirlo goes short. Belletti. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, it's Van Basten. Love face to face. Can he finish? He scores! And the lead is extended still further. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
The Netherlands grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Looking for the run. That's been cut out, well played. Donadoni looks to get on the end of this. And it's Seedorf. A header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Porto really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Now he's got space here. The Netherlands do have a chance to counter here. No, he's just misjudged that one. Davids. Now it's Cruyff. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made.
Real chance! They've done it! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
And now he has two. The Netherlands are having a ball here. That's good play. Seedorf did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And now the breakaway. Seedorf. Davids. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifting through the gears here. Cleared without complication. And it's Seedorf. Nicely weighted ball. And that has been clubbed away. That has ended up in no man's land.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Filippo Inzaghi is wide and looking to get onto this. Pass somewhat off target. Now, can they get him away? Van Dijk. And that is a little undercooked. Filippo Inzaghi touches it back.
And now they've got a chance to start it.
Shot at goal! And that's wide. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Davids. Belletti. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And we're done. The Netherlands pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Van Basten taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?